Hey guys, David from Sunday Sounds here, and if you're an Ableton Live worship keys player, then today's video is for you. If you've ever been asked to just play piano and pads, then you know that over time that can be a little less than satisfying. And in today's modern worship music, it's really important that we as keys players have something to bring to the table. We have tools in the tool belt to contribute to the energy and momentum of our band. And today I'm going to talk to you about how you can use arpeggiated sounds to do just that. So we're going to be building some layered worship patches right here during this video using some of the sounds available in our new sound library called Worship Arps Volume 1, which is now available for Ableton Live. And Worship Arps is exactly what it sounds like. It's a collection of 20 brand new Ableton Live worship patches. They're all arpeggiated sounds, and they've been specifically dialed in for modern worship music. So let's dive right into it. I have Sunday Keys for Ableton running on my Mac. I'm using my Yamaha DX7. It's connected as just a MIDI controller. And then I've got my Nano Control 2 here as well. I'm gonna be using this to bring in and out some of the different sounds in Sunday Keys for Ableton by just touching these buttons here that control the quick select area. And then I also have a master filter right here on this last knob. And then I'll be using the mod wheel to bring in or out a filter cutoff on some of the arpeggiated sounds. So to start off with, let me just show you a few of these individual arps, and let's build some layered patches using these sounds because they're not really meant to be used on their own. Most of the time you're going to be adding these in to your existing layered patches, and that's exactly what they are meant for, because they can take a regular piano and pads or electric piano type of patch to a whole different space because of the sense of motion and energy that they can contribute. So let's start off here. This is called the Driven Arp, and here it is just on its own. So it's a really straightforward, just sort of pulsing sound. But I'm gonna add in this worship piano and the warm pad from Sunday Keys. And then how about a little bit of sub bass? So you can hear that pulsing rhythm just adding energy behind everything else that's happening. Let me bring up a different arpeggiated patch so you can hear the difference. This is called SO Pluck Arp. You just hear all that extra excitement and motion. It's got a nice bit of resonance on it. And let's do another one. This one's called Floating Arp. Let's do maybe just a modern Rhodes here and this gentle pad. Take out the sub bass. Just hear that really nice sort of chimey pattern happening. Just a really, really nice texture to have kind of in the middle of the layered patches. These aren't necessarily sounds that are always standing on top of everything or driving the whole patch, but they're adding some extra energy and a sense of motion to whatever you're already playing. I have our Worship Beats Volume 1 library loaded in here as well because I wanted to have a little bit of an example of what it would be like with a percussion loop playing as well. So let me play this glitch beat, and then I'm going to bring in a few other layers from Sunday Keys, and we'll use a couple of these different ARP sounds from Worship Arps as well, so you can get a sense for how it sounds with the beat behind it. And then we're going to use this rounded arp. Here we go. swap this sound out for the squash arp. Let me solo this arp so you can hear just what it's doing on its own. So a really cool retro style arp. It's just cycling through whatever notes are fed into it. And on its own, it's pretty aggressive, pretty bright, but when you bring it into a layered patch context, it just adds a little bit of extra energy. I really love being able to add these arpeggiated sounds into any layered patch in Sunday keys, and you can use these patches inside of any other Ableton Live set that you'd like as well. So now that I've given you a few examples of these patches used in context, what I'd like to do next is actually walk you through the 20 different arpeggiated patches that are a part of Worship Arps Volume 1. Like I said, it's now available for Ableton Live. Some of these patches use custom samples that you can't find anywhere else. They're not available in Ableton's factory presets. You can only get them inside of this sound library. So I'm gonna hop over to an Ableton Live set with just those 20 patches loaded in. I'm gonna play through all 20 of these sounds so you can get some inspiration for the types of arpeggiated sounds that you can add to your palette of sounds inside of Ableton Live. All right, guys, so I hope it was helpful for you to hear some examples of how arpeggiated sounds can be used inside the worship patches that you're creating. If you're using Ableton Live for your worship keys rig and you want to check out the exact sounds that I used in this video, go ahead and click the link in the description. The arpeggiated sounds were all from Worship Arps Volume 1, which is available for Ableton Live right now. And then all the other sounds you heard were a part of Sunday Keys for Ableton Live. We'll put links in the description to both of those resources if you'd like to check them out. If you're an Ableton Live user, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because we're putting out new Ableton Live tutorials all the time, focused on making it easier for you to sound great as a part of your worship team. We'll also put a link in the description to some free Ableton Live worship patches that you can download right now. There's dozens and dozens of free patches in there, so even if you're not ready to purchase something, if you need some worship patches that are ready to play, go ahead and check out that link in the description as well. Leave a comment and let us know if you have any questions. We'll be happy to hear from you. Thanks for watching and have a great day.